Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about if booster box case premiums are a real thing. So if you don't know what I mean by that, I'll give you guys an example. So let's say one person has six individual booster boxes. They're all sealed, but they're loose. They're not in like a sealed case. And another person has a sealed case of booster boxes, the same booster box. So basically, the person with the sealed case supposedly, I guess, would make more money because it's a sealed case, and I guess it's worth more because it's sealed in a case and they're not just loose. So the reason why I wanted to kind of do this research is because I have, all my booster boxes pretty much in all sealed cases. I mean, I have one that's kind of open, but it wasn't really like a sealed case. Like they just shipped it in a case, so I just needed to check them. But other than that, all of the other booster boxes I've bought have been double boxed and they're in a, sealed case. And the reason why I haven't opened my cases is because my kind of thought process is, later in the future when I go and sell these, the buyer I feel like would be more assured that these are not like tampered with if it's in a sealed case and they open it and they see they're all like fresh. I feel like it would just be easier to sell that way. But that's just kind of my thought process. And I guess another thing in the back of my head is it could be worth more money because it is a sealed case and the boxes are in like case fresh condition. But yeah, we're gonna see that today to see if this is a real thing and if you can get more money if you have a sealed case of booster boxes. So first, let's look at team up. So I wanted to get a couple of older sets to see if the case premium is a real thing because I feel like that would really show in older sets that are more expensive than more modern sets. So you can see for one booster box is around $2,000. So I multiplied it by six to get the case price, and it'd be around $12,000 for loose booster boxes to match six in a case. And you see here we have collector's cash selling at $13,000, so you can see it's another whole $1,000, right? But I checked on eBay and there's actually it's still up, but one actually sold recently for $11,159, and there's still one left. So if you want to buy this, I mean, you can still buy it. But that's kind of surprising that it's actually cheaper to buy this by the case because usually you would think sealed cases of like older sets or more expensive sets that there'd be a premium because people usually, I don't know, open these cases and they're more expensive. So it's kind of surprising to see that this one's actually cheaper, but this was the only listing on eBay for a team up booster box case. So this might be kind of an anomaly, but other than that, I mean, it is cheaper. So, and you can still get it. Next here we have Evolving Skies. So 480 for a market price of one booster box. So multiplied by six, $2,886. So here you can see it's actually a little bit more. It's around $200 more for this, and this was recently sold. Next here you can see we have one sold for around 3,000. And another one here for around 3,000. So you can see it's only around like $100 more, for the sealed case if you were to sell it, but really not that much more. And I bet you if I was looking around, I could probably find one that was around, just the individual box, price. So far you can see it doesn't seem to be a real thing. Next you see we have XY Evolutions, another one of the older boxes. This one's $800 a box around. So multiply 6, $4,772. So you see here one recently sold for around 5,000 if you include the shipping. Another one here for around 5,000. So you can see, I mean, it is like $200, so that is some amount of money. But like I said, I probably, if I go back and like do a little bit more research, I could probably find some that are pretty close to this. But in the whole grand scheme of things, $200 isn't a huge deal. So far, I mean, not really a big difference between the sealed case versus the individual booster boxes. So next year, I wanted to get a couple modern sets to see if this is a thing in more modern stuff. So here you can see the market price is 167, multiplied by six is around $1,000. And if you go to TCG Player, I use TCG Player, not eBay this time because this is more modern stuff, so there's more sales. So you can see here, you can see the market price is a little bit lower, but you can't really go by this because more recently they've gotten more expensive. So if you go to the sales data, you can see it's around like $100 more because now that obviously the box price is getting a little bit more expensive, but $100 isn't that much more. And finally here, I forgot to close out that tab, but finally here we got Brilliant Stars. You can see here the box price is 156, multiplied by six is around $940, and you go on TCG Player, you can get them for around that price. Obviously it's a little bit more, maybe around like $50 more, but it's not that much. And even if I went on eBay, you could probably find them for around, this price of just the individual booster boxes. So as you can see here, obviously there's maybe some, special cases with super, super old booster boxes where, there might be a case premium. But so far with all these booster boxes, it really doesn't seem like it's a real thing. And obviously, I'm not saying that you should just open everything. You don't really, in some circumstances like me, where they're double boxed and the case is fine, you don't really have to check them. But if they ship it just in the sealed case and you do want to check it for damage, you're probably not going to be hurt at the end of the day, and you're not really going to be missing on any extra money from the booster box case premium, as I see it here. But obviously, like you saw, like my opinion, I guess, or why I keep my cases sealed is because I just feel like it's more of a security thing in the future. If I sell it, I feel like it's just a little bit easier because I feel like it's just more, the buyer would be, maybe more assured that the cases or the booster boxes really haven't been tampered with, because they're opening the case and they're seeing they're all fresh. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, hopefully you guys, learned something today. And, I'm kind of surprised by that data, to be honest, because I thought they'd be more expensive, especially for some of the more expensive boxes. But turns out that, it's around the same price. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and I'll see you on the next one.